Hey guys, I am back with a video that I'm very excited to share. I've been wanting to do this for a while. This is my calendar comparison video for the upcoming calendar year 2014. And I basically looked at the calendars that I am familiar with that would be my top picks. Picked a few of them, like, what is it, five or six? And thought I'd share them with you. And they're from all different types of calendars to all different budgets. So I thought I'd go in order of price. And they kind of get a little more complicated as you get more expensive, interestingly enough. But these are not all of the calendars out there. There are hordes of them. These are just my picks that I have found this year. So I thought I'd share them with you. So starting off from the real simple, just like a regular day-by-day calendar. And I have gotten one of these every year for literally like the past 15 years, probably since I was about 15 years old. And this is the Mary Engelbreit day-by-day calendar. And it's around about $10. I usually get mine on Amazon. Sometimes a family member will give them to me as a gift for Christmas. I love this. I have my, I'm almost done with the one from this year. I love Mary Engelbreit, and every day, every page has a little illustration from her, and it usually has like an inspirational quote or just a cute quote. And it's one of these little guys that you just stand up and then you tear off the pages. And I'll just give you a little look here. But it's just, I like it. It makes me smile. I keep it right next to my computer, so when I look over, I know exactly what day it is. It honestly just makes me smile. So for $10, if you're the kind of person who doesn't keep a written calendar but still would like something kind of nice to look at, I love these day-by-day calendars. And I know they make lots of different variations on this. They're not just all Mary Engelbreit ones, but that's just my favorite. So that would be my pick. I'm not a huge fan of the kind that you like pin on your wall. I don't know why. I just find I never look at them. But this, because it's like an activity where you tear the page off every day, it makes me look at it. And then I appreciate it more. So that's just a personal weird thing, I don't know. But like I said, I found that on Amazon. It was about $10. Then, moving up in the price range here, I've been a big fan of Moleskine. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Some people say Moleskine, some people say Moleskine. Some people say Moleskine. I say Moleskine. I've been a big fan of Moleskine notebooks for years and years. I love them. I use them for everything from journals to just like my project management notebooks in one, for lots of different reasons. But I've never really taken a look at their calendars before. But I saw this one and I thought if I were a real minimalist calendar person, this would really suit me because it's the standard Moleskine kind of notebook. It's a soft cover one. This is the 18-month weekly planner in the soft cover version. This is the small size, which I believe is 3 by 5 inches. Wait, I'm looking at my cheat sheet here. 3.5 by 5.5 inches. They also comes in a large size, which is 5.25 by 8.25 inches. But this is just a weekly planner. It actually is 18 months, so it's from July of this year until December of next year. And it's a really interesting format. So when you open up the calendar, it has in the front a personal data page where you can write down, all your personal information, and then an at-a-glance calendar, year calendar for 2013, and a month-at-a-glance calendar for 2013, and then the same for 2014 and 2015, which I think is really nice. And then there's this holiday and events section, and behind that there is a travel planning section, which I think is a nice feature of it as well. A time zone thing and some just regular information that's good to have that Moleskine tends to put in their products. And then the little timetable, and I think this is so neat, especially if you work with a schedule like with school or within an office job, or if you want a home schedule, you can plan out your schedule in this little calendar. So I think that's a really nice built-in feature, and you don't see that with a lot of these smaller calendars that are smaller in size. But then it's a week at a glance, so you get a whole week where there's a little blank spot on the left side to right, and then the right side has basically a note paper section, and it goes all the way through December of next year. And it's very light and small and would tuck easily into a purse or a backpack or a briefcase. I think this would be great for somebody who likes jotting down their calendar dates but doesn't need to get like too intense about it. I think this is a really nice option, and it's $16 for the small one and $20 for the big one at the Container Store. That's where I purchased this one. But I know you can get Moleskine products on Amazon and at Barnes & Noble and some products at Target as well. Next, I shared this calendar in my little Luxuries Holiday Gift Guide, which is my gift guide from $20 to $40, and I'll have all the links for my Holiday Prep Series videos below if you missed those. This I discovered just recently, actually, after watching from Fleur to Force here on YouTube, her gift guide video. This is a May design book, and it's one of their May books, and it's totally customizable little flat notebook, which I think is great. Now I didn't measure this one. I believe this is about a 5x7 size. It's probably a little bigger than 7. It's almost like a 5x8. It's actually very, very similar in size to the larger Moleskine notebooks. So this is actually probably pretty comparable in size to what the larger version of the soft weekly planner would be. Like if in the larger sizes, it would be this big. But this is so neat. So for $22 is what I paid for this, and I got to pick out the cover for it, and they have like, I don't know, tens of them. Let's see, there's at least like 30 or 40 different choices. This is the orchid, the honeycomb orchid one. It's got little bees on it, that's why I picked it. And then you can customize it with whatever you want. And they have different little plates you can choose from, different colors, and then different fonts. So I had Organized Jen put on it. And then on the inside, now this is the undated or the non-dated weekly agenda. So it basically you can fill in the day you want. And I think this is a great thing for somebody who wants to do weekly planning, wants a little more room to write than something like the Moleskine one. And you can kind of customize it. So maybe if you don't need to keep a calendar every week, like, you know, if you're on vacation or you just don't need one every week, this would be a nice option. So it has weekly agenda. It says week of, and then it says Monday, Tuesday, obviously through Saturday, Sunday, with spaces to write. And then on the other side of the page, it has three sections. Things to do, errands to run, oh, and can't forget. And I just think this is a really nice thing. I think this is a wonderful little gift, suitable for all ages. And it's just a really nice, well-made little book. $22, like I said, for this. They also have a weekly agenda, I believe it is. I think it's about the same. I think it's about $22 as well. They have some other options as well, some like fitness health books, a pregnancy book, a wedding planner. I mean, you have to go to their website to see all the different designs, but I just think this is a nice little calendar that's pretty inexpensive but customizable to you. Now this year I've been following a couple of organizing blogs that I really, really like, and they both offer their own print-at-home calendars for sale. So the first one is the I Heart Organizing calendar, and then the second one is a bowl full of lemons. And I'm going to go through each at a time and kind of walk you through them. So basically what it is, so with I Heart Organizing, her name is Jen too, actually. She has an Etsy shop, and it's an instant PDF download. So you purchase the files and you print them from home, which is what I did. So I bought her a calendar. She also offers the option for a customizable cover page, cover sheet, I think she calls it, for $4. So I did that, and I got this emailed to me about a day or two later. It says my name on it. It says Daily Planner 2013-2014. I actually took out I bought it from, I think it was a calendar from October to December of next year, and I just took out the first 3 months because it's now almost the end of the year. But the calendar just comes with a weekly calendar and a monthly calendar built in. There's no other things in it, and it's $10. You can also get the version with the meal planning, which I did not opt for, but that's $13. But it's very colorful, very spacious. Now this only comes in one size. You can only print it out in an 8.5 by 11 size, and then you print it out yourself. Now I will say this was rather tricky to print because I wanted to save paper and print on each side of the page. So I actually had to print every page single, like one at a time, and then take the printed page out of the printer, flip it over, and print the next page on it. So it was really time consuming, I'm not gonna lie, and I actually had it down to a science where I was like powering through. I had it, you know, down pat. I was punching the pages while they were printing, and I was being really efficient about it, but it still took me about 2 hours to print. But I think it's a really nice calendar, and what I like about it is that she's actually gone ahead and inserted the months into the calendar, into the weekly calendar. So it's mainly a weekly calendar, and then there's a month at a glance inserted in. So that's a little bit different than the other calendars I've seen before. And I just like how she leaves lots of space. It's very colorful, but also very clear and easy to see. And you can accessorize it any way you want. And I'm going to go over some of the accessories more after I show you the next calendar. But basically, the calendar itself only costs $10. If you want the cover sheet, you pay an extra $4. Well, then she also sells other things. She has a contact sheet, which is $3, a note sheet, which is $3, and she has many other things like budget sheets. And I mean, you visit her Etsy shop. She's got a whole bunch of different sheets you can buy. But say you just buy what I bought for $14. Well, that's not exactly the cost of the calendar, because then I went out and bought this notebook for it. This is a Martha Stewart for Avery Home Office disc-bound cover, and this was like $24 or $25. And then you have to pay for the paper and the ink and, of course, your time to print it. But I actually kind of enjoyed printing it. It was sort of a therapeutic process because I had to like pay attention and make sure I was printing it right with the dual-sided and everything. But that's to keep that in mind, that it's not just $14, unless, of course, you have access to printer, ink, and paper that you don't have to pay for without getting in trouble or, you know, being naughty. And you have like a binder you can just use at home. You don't have to use a disc-bound binder. That's just what I used. Now the other one from A Bowl Full of Lemons, I put in the same disc-bound binder here from Martha Stewart. This is the Rainbow Planner. And this is Tony's Rainbow Planner from A Bowl Full of Lemons. Now this one is a print-at-home one. You buy it through her website, and then they email you the PDF file. And I actually kind of, like, just without even considering the calendar and how it's organized and anything like that, I actually prefer this one, mainly because they include really helpful directions on how to print it dual-sided. Which I think, you know, if you don't print it dual-sided, it ends up being like 80 or 90 pages, and then it's a really thick calendar for both of them. This was formatted so it was easy for me to print dual-sided, and there's very clear instructions that come with the calendar on how to do that. So that right off the bat was a big difference for me. This one's $15, but it also comes with some things that the iHeart Organizing one doesn't. It comes with a blank notes sheet. It comes also with, oh, what is that other sheet? This Organize Your Day sheet, which I think is really nice. So it's a daily breakdown, like a daily to-do list breakdown. And I thought it had one more thing. No, I think those are the two extra things that it comes with. She also sells some things separately, including a menu planning kit, a month on 2 pages calendar, a weekly organizer, a tasks mini kit, a cleaning mini kit, and a financial mini kit. And these range in price from $5 to $7. But for $15, you get a pretty nice selection. Now, this is a really beautiful calendar as well. So it has the month at a glance at the front. And it's in this format, but if you buy the month on 2 pages, it's the like standard format. But this is nice because there's lines to write, and there's little places to check things off at the bottom, which I think is nice. And then the weekly at a glance is big, and it's actually set up horizontally, whereas the iHeart Organizing one is vertically. And I don't know which one I prefer, but they're different, and I think you just have to decide for yourself which you like better. So I think this is really nice as well. And these are fun, do-it-yourself, kind of print-it-yourself options. Now, Tony's A Bowl Full of Lemon calendar also comes in an A5 printable version, which is like, A5 is, oh, what is it? Let's see, 7.5 by 8.25. So that would fit like in my Filofax. But you'd have to cut the pages yourself, obviously, and punch them. But they're formatted to print in such a way that it's easy to do. So I think that's a really nice option as well. I know Jen from iHeart Organizing mentioned on her blog post that accompanies her daily planner release that she was going to try to work on that for next year. So maybe she'll have something like that available next year. But like I said, I have both of these calendars in these Martha Stewart for Avery Home Office disc-bound binders. I think they sold out of this blue color right now, but they do have it in black. For some reason, the black one's a little more expensive. It's like $28 or $29 at Staples. And I also needed a few accessories for this as well, like I mentioned. So obviously I needed paper, and I wanted to print on pretty nice paper, so I went with what both blogs suggested, which was 98 Bright 32-pound paper. And I found this at Staples. It's color laser and color copier paper. And it's, like I said, 98 Bright 32 pound. Now this is a ream of paper, which is 500 sheets that I got for $16.99, which is pretty good considering it's really high quality, heavy duty paper. I had no problem printing on both sides, so I know there won't be bleed through with pens when marking through them, and I think that's nice. The other thing that was necessary to have for this was my M by Staples Arc Puncher. And this is $42.99, but it punches the little holes in the paper so you can fit them into the arc. Now, if you want to put this in a regular notebook, then you just use a regular hole punch. But those are just the things I use to put these calendars together, and that's how I'm sharing them. And that's how I would use these calendars, would be in the disc bound folder. So I thought I would share that. So I mean, you kind of have to take all of that into consideration. Yes, these might be a little less expensive because you're printing them, but you have to think about the amount of ink and paper and whatever you're going to put them in. That kind of all adds into the price. Next, I want to share my new Erin Condrin planner. I hope I'm saying her name right. This is the Life Planner from Erin Condrin, and I'm sorry about the glare. It's very shiny. I first learned about Erin Condrin earlier this year. Somebody actually reached out and asked if I'd heard of her. And so I looked around her website and thought it was really cool, and I thought, that's something that might be interesting to me. And then I was actually looking at Tony from A Bowlful of Lemons Instagram like a few months ago, and she showed her A Bowlful of Lemons planner that she had designed from Life Planner. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to get one and see what all the fuss is about. And I think they are really, really cool. This is such an awesome brand. I've been really, really enjoying this brand lately. I've bought some things from them for Christmas gifts this year. If you watch my stocking stuffer gift guide, I've included her, what is it, Island Flower candle or something like that, Island Flitter. And I just love her. Again, very colorful, very bright and cheery, kind of along the lines of the I Heart Organizing and A Bowlful of Lemons websites and calendars. Just the colors kind of drew me in, and the patterns. And just, I think people who like to organize really like color. At least the ones that I follow, they seem to, I love color too. So I went ahead and purchased, like I said, I bought a Life Planner. This is the classic Life Planner in the Zen Gems one, and I really, really like it. Now, I bought this specifically to be my blog and video planner for next year. So it actually comes with some things built in, special dates, year at a glance. Again, I love the colors. And then it's I bought the 15-month calendar, even though I don't, I'll probably end up tearing those pages out because I didn't use them up until January. But it starts with month at a glance, and then just like the I Heart Organizing one, the week at a glance is in between the months, so it's a little bit different from calendars I've seen in the past. And I don't know if this is like a new trend in calendars. I'm not sure, because all the calendars I've ever used have had the month at a glance at the front and then whatever the weekly or daily behind it. But this is kind of different and interesting, and I just like it's a vertical organization like I Heart Organizing for the week at a glance, and it's just really nice. I just think it's really well formatted. It seems really well made. I like the spiral. It seems pretty secure, and I like that it's laminated, and I love that you can personalize it. And there's several ways you can personalize it. So the calendar itself, I think it costs $50 if you add no personalization or anything. At least that's what it says on the website. My calendar ended up being about $96, and here's why. Because I bought a lot of things to go with it. So not only did I get the calendar, and the 15-month was an extra $5, so I got that. But then I also got these cool customized stickers that I ordered special. When I have them, they say things for my blogs, like ways for me to keep track of different videos and different blog posts and things like that. So I think that's really neat. Of course, you can print your own stickers, but I wanted to see what her whole thing was all about, so I ordered them. That was $5. I bought their special markers, which were $9. And these are all add-ons you could buy separately or when you were paying for your calendar. I bought the matching customized notepads, which I think are so cute. So it's the same Zen Gems, and it has my organized gem at the bottom, and it has little stickers at the back, and you can actually stick it to the back of your planner, which I think is kind of neat. I also got the elastic bands, which are to keep it together, which was an additional $7. The pen holder, which sticks right into the back of the thing, and then you can stick a pen right in it and keep it all together, which was an extra $2.50. And I also bought an extra bookmark, which was an extra $1.50, because I like to have one bookmark in where my month at a glance is and one bookmark in where the current week is. They also sent me some like free gift, as a free gift. I think they send anybody who purchases some free gift labels, which I think were nice, which customize. And with every order, you get a $10 coupon for your next order, a $10 gift card, which I think is really, really nice as well. I like it when companies give that little incentive. Not only is it good business for them because it has you coming back, but it's also nice for them to extend a little thank you to you, because chances are if you like their things, you're going to want to shop there again anyway. So I really, really like this. I'm excited to use this. Like I said, it's going to be my blog and video planner for 2014. We'll see how it goes. I think it's going to go well, and I really, really like it. So now, last but not least, the grand finale here, my Filofax. I have used a Filofax off and on for the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, 12. Well, I've used before Filofax. I had day planners that weren't Filofax, but I couldn't quite afford a Filofax till I was working during the summers between school and college. But I've used a planner like this for the past, I don't know, 15 years or so, and I just love my Filofax. Now this is an A5 Finchley. Sadly, it's not available anymore. This was in the Imperial Purple color. I'm so sad they discontinued this. I cannot remember how much I paid for it. I feel like it was about $150, but I don't really know. The last time I saw it online, it was at pensandleather.com, and it was $170, I think. But they don't have it anymore. But I've been using this, and I have a video on this from earlier this year, which I will link somewhere, like right here. And I have a blog post about it, which I will link in the blog post that goes with this video, with more about how I set it up and organize it. I'm still using it in the same way. But this is a really, like, if you're a real calendar planner enthusiast, I think having a nice book like this is the way to go. It's not to say you need to have a Filofax, but there are other brands that do this. I just like that. It's like a little mini binder, but it's really, really nice. And I have mine all decked out with different things. And maybe early on in 2014, I'll do an updated look at my calendar system, including my life planner and this. But this is, you know, buying a nice planner like this is going to set you back somewhere at least $100, depending on what brand you're buying. I'm not sure, but a Filofax is going to be at least $100 for the A5. I like the A5 because it's a little bit bigger, but the personal size is more kind of standard size. I think it's more kind of like this sized. I just like the space to having to write, because what I do is I have my calendar set up by month at a glance, and then year at a glance, and then week at a, or day at a glance, so, or day at a time, I should say. So I have the months broken down in the front, which I do general planning in, and then I have these horizontal year planners, which I do for trip planning, because we do travel quite a bit. And I actually have them all going, dating back to 2011, still in here. But I bought one for 2015 as well. And then I have the day at a glance for the whole year. And so it's a day on a page, except for the weekends, where the 2 weekend days are on one page. And on one side, I write in any appointments I have, and that's also a space where I put like sticky notes and reminders and things like that. And then the other side of the page is where I write my daily to-do list. So that's just how I like to keep my calendar. This gives me the most space to write in it, and that's just the kind of calendar person I am. So I did buy some inserts for this year. I have the 1 month on 2 pages, which is I think $7. And then I bought the full year horizontal planner for 2015. I already have the one for 2014. I always buy the next year. And then the 1 day on a page calendar for 2014 was $25.50. I bought these all from the Filofax USA website. They actually sent a free ruler with it. I like having an additional ruler, like I said, so I could have one at the month at a glance and one at the week at a glance. If you want to buy it individually, it's $3. Other things that I like from them, specifically from Filofax is the zip pouch, which I keep my pens in. And my favorite pens are these Le Pen pens by Marvy, which you can find at Target now, but you can also get them on, I think Blick.com is the art store, as well as possibly Amazon, I'm not entirely sure. But this zip pouch from Filofax is $8. But another thing I wanted to share, and this was a gift actually from a subscriber who has an Etsy shop. Her name is Charlotte Victoria, and she's actually lives in England, but she has an international Etsy shop. At least it ships to the US as far as I know. And she sent me these beautiful Filofax dividers, which I haven't yet put in my Filofax because I have to reorganize it for the new year. But they're basically like one-of-a-kind inserts. They're really nice, high-quality, laminated, durable. You can label them. She can label them for you if you want. She sent me these pretty purple ones. They go with my Filofax. But then she also has these really cool little bookmarks too. And they come in a set of 3. So the dividers come in a set of 6, and I believe a set of 6 is just about $17. And then the little bookmarks come in a set of 3, and they're about $12. I will link her Etsy shop in my blog post, as well as all of these other things. I'll do my best to get pictures up for you guys so you can see them. I'm so excited to be sharing this. I love calendars. These are just my top picks from this year, and I would love to know what your calendar is and what your top pick is. And like I said, if you want more info, including links to where you can find these things, including the blogs I mentioned and all of that, head over to my coordinating blog post at organizedgem.com. Now, I have been sharing this Erin Condrin link with you guys on Facebook, and I think I put one in on my Housewife Life vlog a couple, weeks ago. And it's a link where if you sign up for email, you get a $10 credit to use through Erin Condrin's website on any purchase. And when you guys sign up for that link and make a purchase, I get a referral credit back to use at Erin Condrin. And I told you that I would use those credits for a future giveaway. Well, the time has come for the giveaway. You guys made so many purchases that I had enough credits to buy 10 $100 gift cards to erincondrin.com. So I'm going to be hosting a giveaway for 10 $100 gift cards for erincondrin.com, which means that 10 of you will win a $100 gift card to erincondrin.com, which I will mail to you. I don't have them here physically to show you. They're still in the mail, but I wanted to film this video. I will have the gift cards before the giveaway is over. Don't worry. So I can send them to you right away. But it's going to be really easy to enter. You're just going to head over to that blog post I keep mentioning, and at the bottom of it there will be a way to enter. It's very simple. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be open internationally. I have to make sure that they ship fully internationally. Just keep in mind that if you are international, that shipping prices do increase dramatically. So keep that in mind when you're ordering. The giveaway is just for the $100 gift card. It doesn't include anything else. But because you guys made so many purchases, I was able to give these credits back to you, which I think is so exciting. If you're under the age of 18, please have parental permission, and the giveaway will run for 1 week's time. At which point, I always email the winners directly, as well as I announce them on that blog post, the original blog post, and usually on Twitter too. So good luck with that. And I hope you guys all enter to win. But I hope you guys found this interesting or useful in some way. And let me know if you would like to see an updated calendar video from me in the new year when I start using my life planner in conjunction with my Filofax. I will see you guys real soon. I have one more holiday baking video coming up in my holiday prep series, as well as hopefully a quick gift wrapping video, just how I wrap gifts, nothing that terribly fancy, but I've gotten this so many requests to share it that I'm gonna finally do it this year. So I think that'll be probably it for about the end of the year. But I will see you guys in those next 2 videos, and I hope you are enjoying the holiday season. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.